we're going to take a look at meta here on the weekly chart, and we're going to keep it simple for you. Just basically 4 or 5 points that we're going to look at as an area of concern as we go into this next trading session week. Now you can see on this weekly candle here, we ended green 543.57, down around 272 from the previous trading session. So all in all, not a bad recovery here this week compared to the end of last week. This green candle here on the weekly is engulfing this one. That's something to keep in mind as well. And we're on some volume with the RSI, a little bit of a curl here, but more or less we are still oversold. Now, the points that we're looking at, well, 545 is going to be the main area of concern in here, depending on if we're going to gap up or down on Monday. That is going to be an area and a level that we're going to watch. Above that, we're looking at that 586 mark. And then above there, really nothing until you get right up here to these 630s. Now, below 540, where are we looking at? Well, you got a hiccup here at the 491, which is going to be your 38.2 fib level. But below that, it's really going to be this 450 area. That is going to be a main area of support. You can go back to, let's see, February of last year, run it all the way up until about September of last year. That is a long, basically 7, 8, almost 8 months of just nice support, nice resistance in here from that channel, from those 2 points that we just talked about. So that being the 545s and the 450s in here. So if we do stay below those 545s, that channel is going to be an area of concern for us. And hopefully it doesn't take us 7 or 8 months to get out of that channel. But if it does, we know that we got a pretty big $90 area to play with in here. And we got a hiccup here right around that 491 area, our fib level, to watch as well. Now, your IV rank in here is obviously high because of the volatility that kicked in this past week. IV ranked 76, right around a $40 expected move by this Thursday. So 4 trading sessions, $40 expected move. You go all the way out to May expiration, right around $76, and your June, everybody's pricing in right around $90. You do have earnings coming up here in about 2 weeks. So that's going to be something to take into consideration as well. So that expiration cycle has a lot of juice, and there's actually so much volatility, it's hard to gauge that in there now. So it just says your IV percentile is 70% in there, but it does not have a range. So we're just going to go ahead and guess probably around 50 to 60% that's going, or I'm sorry, $50 to $60 move. That's compared to all the weeks wrapped around that expiration cycle. So that first week of May is going to contain your earnings cycle in there. And just keep in mind, probably around a $50 to $60 expected move in there. So perhaps we could be setting ourselves up for a little bit of a run into earnings here. And obviously earnings, news-based things, that's going to kind of kick all of our TA to the back burner just a little bit as we're running up into earnings, as earnings is reported, and then all those news-based things come out. So again, what are we looking at until then? 545, and then we're looking at 450 here, and then above 545, we're going to look at this 586 let's just call it 586, about 590, that $4 channel up in there for a nice resistance. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.